Hi everybody, my name is Tahera Rene Christy with Amour Propre, which means self-love in French, and manufacture personal hygiene products that are clean, beauty, and are also organic and work great for sensitive skin. And today I am doing a soap making class with my good friend Marissa here, who is learning for the very first time. And we're going to have a lot of fun, ask some questions, and kind of get her familiar with this whole process. So come along my journey. First of all, what inspired you to want to do this class, and what type of background do you have in soap making?
I don't know what it is, but I've always had like appreciation for soap. And I don't know, like I think it started at like farmers markets, or I would see like people do, like I love that people put their heart and soul into like thing like that, and they make it with their hands. And I've been inspired like these past couple of years to like use my hands to create.
Love that.
And so soap goes on our body, right? I want something that's clean, that doesn't have a bunch of fragrances,
chemicals.
And I also love like gifting, being able to like somebody something that I created. So I did try, attempted to use soap. It didn't come out. It didn't quite come out as I planned.
We are going to fix that for you so you don't have to worry about a thing.
All right.
And we have here, the biggest thing right here is we have a Amour Propre soap making kit. Within this kit, you've got your butters and oils, your lye, your mica, your botanicals, you have your soap mold and liner, you have rubber gloves, you have a spoon, as well as a box liner and written instructions, as well as a QR code to go to my website where you can actually follow along with me making soap at my home.
Perfect.
So I'm going to have you open this.
Awesome.
And we're going to basically go over each ingredient and why they're important. You get a free sticker.
Thank you. Can I take this
Yes,
out?
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So those are going to be your instructions right here. So you can open that up so you have it.
Shea butter.
So those are your hard butters to go into your soap. That's what's basically going to give the butter its solidification and foundation. So that right here. So this is our sodium hydroxide. So this is lye. Lye is what mixes with the butters and the oils in order to soaponify, which is what creates the soap making process. You cannot have soap of any form without lye. Every single bit of soap is made with some type of lye, or in the old days, it was soda ash. So for example, when the pioneers would burn a fire in order to keep everybody warm, cook the food, they would take the ash from the wood that had been burnt and would mix that with the fat from an animal, typically. We do vegan a lot these days, but that process of heating it up together goes through a process where soap is formed so they can wash their clothes, wash their bodies, and wash their children.
Ash?
Soda ash. And so what we use nowadays is called lye. Sodium hydroxide is its formal name. That's to make bar soap. Sodium in it means salt. Essentially, hydroxide means oxygen. So the oxygen within that salt base is what solidifies that bar.
I think I was always like a little hesitant with this because some danger, or you have to be careful.
You do have to be
I
careful.
got a little scared with that. Soap that I made didn't have this. So it's not soap.
Right.
That's why it didn't work out. So we're doing it right.
I totally get it. This particular ingredient, this is why I close it off twice. It is corrosive. So it's basically the same thing that's used in order to unclog drains, but its most raw form. The way I justify it in my mind is, as a black girl, I used to get my hair relaxed when I was a kid all the time. So a juvenile, I had lye in my scalp, which went to my brain, which is why I'm probably a little crazy, why I got a baby daddy today. But the whole point is I went through all of that because of the fact that lye mixed with other ingredients does straighten things. It essentially loosens things up. It gets rid of hair in the drain. It also can straighten hair in low doses. But because it's been used on humans for so many different reasons, as long as you are using it responsibly, there is nothing wrong with it. Again, without lye, it is not soap. It's just a bunch of oils that have been mixed together and will not properly clean. So we understand that this is a chemical. We are very safe when we use it, and that's why this next thing becomes very important. So you've got gloves. These are your gloves you can go ahead and put on. And also have some safety goggles for you. Oh my God, it's so fashionable.
We're getting serious now.
Yes, very, very serious.
Science project. Oil, castor oil.
And castor oil. And you've noticed also, these are all pre-measured. When it comes to soap making, even if somebody hands you a recipe, I have my handy dandy scale right here. You always want to measure what's on the inside because you never want to assume. There are people who freeball it when it comes to soap making. They've been doing it for 150,000 years. God bless them.
I'm not that person.
I'm not that person either. I still want the proper measurement. Now, you can do ounces. Milliliters is actually going to be the most accurate. I'm somewhere in between. I still use ounces because it's easier for me to calculate. And if it's off slightly, it's okay. The thing about it is you want to make sure that your lye has enough oils and butters to eat up so that it can become soap. Because if it has too much, then it will make the soap dry.
Okay.
And you don't want dry soap. So what we tend to do in soap making, once you've blended your oils and your butters, you add a little extra oil, like 3 ounces, 2 ounces, 1 ounce, doesn't matter how much, of a softer oil. It helps to give a little bit more moisture back into the bar. And so I always do that whenever I blended all these, after it's gone through the saponification process, it starts to look like pudding. Then I'll add a little bit more oil to it in order to give it that luster so that you have that soft feeling when you have that bar.
Have essential oil.
So in order, that's going to be our scent.
Okay.
So I'm glad that you're a natural girly because I have fragrance oils that I use from time to time. But when I first learned how to make soap, I always wanted to make soap with essential oils because I knew that was going to be as natural as possible. So you go ahead and smell this so you know which one you got.
Is it lavender?
It is. Wow, smart. Lavender is such a neutral scent. I typically like to start people off with that. Some people prefer orange. Or grapefruit or rosemary, but lavender is just such a basic scent. It doesn't speed up the soap making process. The biggest thing for me, for people, is when you start working with soap, especially if you like to do designs, or you want to do swirls, or you want to real fancy, but the more fragrance oil you use, and certain essential oils will speed up the process. So that 20 minutes you may have to work with has turned into 5.
Okay, a lot quicker.
I have made so much soap in one of these bowls that I'm like,
trash.
I was like, no! And
you learn the hard way.
You learn the hard way.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
So I made it so easy for you with the soap making kit. So you have everything to do it properly the first time.
Botanicals and mica.
Yeah, and take those out of that. Purple mica. You've got some lavender buds for your decorations, so you can get all fancy. And then here, this white powder is not cocaine. Okay? It's actually quite a few different things. So you see I've got different colors in here. The darker white color is going to be clay. This clay is going to help this essential oil to stick to the soap better. You don't have to use clay, but I started making sure that there was clay in my kits because I want the soap to smell like lavender 6 months from now. The cool thing about soap, the older it is, the better it is. It's like wine. It ages with time. The other white powder substance, again, not cocaine, is it's not baking soda.
I would say baking soda.
No, it's actually powdered sugar. Powdered sugar aids in the bubbles of soap. So regular sugar you can use, but it's like with salt, the granulars end up sitting at the bottom and don't get used very well. So powdered sugar, especially when mixed with hot oils, melts. So you actually get the full use of it. So even if your formula is not super bubbly, you add a little bit of powdered sugar, it will help to create great bubbles and lather when you are using it. And last white, you can't tell I can, but it's in there. Yeah, there's titanium dioxide. And this is what this is. Titanium dioxide is a pigment and color that basically flushes out the color in anything. So for example, the oils that we're using here is olive oil and castor oil. They are yellow. So unless we want our purple and white to be yellow and little like weird looking purple, we want to take out the color so that we can ensure that it becomes white before we start adding color to it. So that's one of those key ingredients that you definitely want to keep on hand and keep going with the ingredients that I've brought. And these are the ingredients that you're going to need to provide for yourself if you want the extra boost of them. You of course need distilled water. And talk about distilled water. And it's so funny when I go to Target or go to the store to buy distilled, I buy like 12 of these at a time. And what are you doing?
You're not drinking that, are you?
Even if I had a CPAP machine, I wouldn't need 12 of these. I make soap and then they have to, it's pretty cool. Like, can you get a nice strapping young man to put that in my trunk? And always really good. But distilled water is great. You have purified water, you got spring water and distilled. Purified water is drinking water. That's the water that they have cleared all the impurities out of and added minerals back in. Spring water comes straight from the source. It's got the natural minerals from Minnesota, Montana, or Canada, where it comes from. And that way we drink those minerals and those electrolytes and it helps our system. Distilled water's got nothing. I need nothing but water in it. And the cool part about it is when you're making soap, those extra benefits that would benefit us as humans actually create bacteria in our soap. Some people, they were like, I got green spots or black spots in my soap. Did you use tap water? Did you use drinking water? That's probably where that came from. So we don't want anything extra inside of our soap except for the ingredients that we see. So distilled water is the only way that you're going to be able to make soap effectively. Always have paper towels on hand because it gets messy up in here. Just a little poquito. But this is the powdered sugar that I was talking about. It's so funny because I have this powdered sugar here for myself, and then my kids try and use it. I was like, absolutely not. It's in my soap little area. Like, This little ingredient right here, we have that word that came up again, sodium. This is sodium lactate. Sodium lactate is just another fancy word for salt. So a lot of natural soap makers will just use plain salt, or they'll make a salt solution with distilled water, heat it up, let it boil down. That's essentially what this is. And it's kind of like a hydrosol or any type of rose water. You can make rose water. It takes forever to make rose water. And, oh my gosh, I used to make rose water all the time. And the amount of time it took me to make rose water versus buy it. I could have just bought me some sodium lactate. Right. So that's what this is. So just know that it's a pure, organic, natural ingredient. It's not going to harm you. It's just salt. Salt makes bars of soap more solid. And that's what we're going for. So add a little bit of this to our lye water once we make it. Again, plain old rubbing alcohol to help with soaps and suds. This is your temperature gun. Okay. To let you know what the temperature of anything is in any particular space or area, we want to make sure that our temperature for our soap, our lye, and our butters and oil are within 10 degrees of each other. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to make our lye water first, and then we're going to melt our oils and our butters together in the microwave and let them naturally cool off. So that like 3 minutes to chat and chill while we're waiting for that to cool down, because it needs to be under 100 degrees. You can make soap over 100 degrees. It is going to seize like that. You want to take your time. A lot of times, like my aunt, when she makes soap, she'll make her lye water the night before, and it'll be like 60. Like now it's 68 degrees in here. Just right. See it. It is. And so that's a great time to make soap. You got to know what you're doing, and make sure you cover it so no impurities get into that soap. I have these types of instruments to help you scrape your bowl with. These are going to be okay to be in lye water and in the oils. Silicone only. We have a stainless steel spoon. You only want to use stainless steel when you use any type of metal. A lot of time people will have those bowls that are not stainless steel, but even if you have a bowl that's stainless steel, you don't want your lye water to be in a stainless steel bowl because it won't regulate the temperature. It's going to stay hot. That's the whole purpose of it. So you want to use plastic. I have 120,000 of these. And I always do them in something like this because I can throw them. Even if you get them like at Home Depot, those little plastic ones, they work just fine as well. And I always have some type of little stick. That's for my swirls when I want to decorate at the end. So you're going to have so much fun, like doing your little S's and figure eights and whatnot. So that's pretty much everything. Oh, and then you have a stick blender. So this is our powerful guy right here. We're going to use a little bit of pulsing action in order to blend our oils and our butters together. So that way you're not going to just like do this, because that's going to make it happen too quickly. You're going to kind of give it a pulse, swirl, pulse, swirl. And this comes after we mix our lye with our butters and oils. Why? Because now it's showtime. It's like we're preparing for the stage this whole time, like learning about what this is. But when them things two mix together, baby, it's time to work. No messing around. So the first thing that we're going to do, let me tear this. You're going to make some lye water. And let's go into our instructions that you have on your paper. So you know exactly how much water we're going to be adding.
So we're going to this first. I want to make sure
I'm not skipping this.
So these are the ingredients.
Yes, so safety. So right here, it'll tell you right here, 6.3 ounces of distilled water.
So we need to put that in there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And these have to be exact.
Exactly. Now, even if you do 6.4 or 6.5, just know that it's going to take a little bit longer for it to cure. If you go under, that's okay too. You're just going to have to work a little bit faster once we mix the oils and the butters.
Okay. I do sourdough, so I try to go exact.
Perfect.
So 6.4, right?
Yeah, that's good. You're right.
Oh, I just went up. Okay. I turned my head and it went up.
Okay, and the cool part is how many ounces of the sodium hydroxide do we need?
So it's 2.61. So you have to zero that out, right?
No, actually, only because it's already been pre-measured.
Oh, this is already
okay. So we have two things. We're in your kitchen. I typically take my sodium dioxide and water outside.
Okay, ready?
Ready. All the way. Just all the way. Now start mixing. Happens that fast. Now put that off to the side. Keep mixing. Looks pretty good. Mix it in the middle. There you go. Mix it the other direction. Excellent. And so good. All right, you're good. We're going to put the spoon right there on the lid. Perfect. And we're going to come back inside. Great job. All right. You did so good.
That part is okay. It's all downhill from here. All right.
You get wine the next time we do this, okay? All right, we're going to take this thing here. I'm going to tear this, and you're going to transfer your oils and just your butters into here.
And these are already all measured.
All measured, yes,
so just this. So we're doing the coconut oil and the shea. We're just dumping it here.
So it won't just dump. You're going to have to use your spatula to pull it out.
Okay.
Shea on top. Shea is like a harder butter, whereas the coconut oil it's all natural, it's all organic, so you're gonna get nothing but natural ingredients in there. But it helps, cutie.
Nice.
Hey, but it help you to get this is an all vegan recipe. Now there are people who use tallow and different types of fats, but I typically like the vegan ones just because they're good for sensitive skin.
Yeah.
Tallow is great when you don't have sensitive skin, but you can I put it on my hair, you can put it on your body, put it anywhere, and it's all good. Only melt the butters because we're gonna add this to this, and it will neutralize the temperature because this will be about 130 degrees after you microwave it. You can also, if you feel like taking the time, do it on the stove, double boiler style.
Okay, so this is going to the microwave.
Yes.
Okay, so
for about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, it's
Go
easy
ahead
for
and
you.
see what the temperature is. You're gonna press it once and then let go and then press it again.
Wait, do it.
And
Press it again.
Press it again. And press
Hold
and
it.
hold. Yeah. So you're at 151 degrees.
That's too high.
Way too high.
Yeah.
So now you're just going to add your oils here.
Okay.
And we're going to push that off to the side, and then we're going to go outside and check on our lime
Okay.
water.
So this
you
whole
just
thing
open
is.
that up. Yeah.
Okay.
And gently, slowly pour that in so you don't have the
outside.
splash. Yeah. Take this and start moving it around so you can mix it together. And the cool part is you can also add your baking soda. No, baking soda. This is a lie. This is this soda, the titanium dioxide, your powdered sugar, and
so you don't need to wait for this to cool. So put it in now.
Yep. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for you, and then you can put that in because you can actually see what putting it in right now.
Okay, cold it.
It's at 105 degrees. So that helps tremendously, right? To break it down quickly. So you're gonna put all that in, and now you're gonna use your first time using the stick blender. So the cool part is you don't even have to worry about pulsing. Like I said earlier, you can just let it go.
Just a little.
Right. So hold on to this side.
Okay.
And put it all the way in. And you also, so before you start, tilt it to the side a little bit to get rid of any air bubbles and knock it on the bottom.
Like
tilt
this?
It, yes. And go ahead and put it back in.
Wait, that has air bubbles?
It does create air bubbles, yeah.
Okay.
So then you're going to hold on to this because it will spin. There you go.
You can tell this is my
that's
first time.
We're going slow.
All right,
go ahead and pulse, and you can just go ahead and squeeze and go.
That.
Yeah, press and hold.
Oh, hold it.
Press and hold.
You know how to load.
Yeah, well, lighten our oils is the point. So it's not going to be a straight yellow oil. Now it's going to be a white oil, so that when we build upon it with color, it's actually going to be the color that we want it to be.
So what is the goal here with this? We just want to mix it, but how do you know it's
completely mixed?
Yeah.
The heat is already melting the powdered sugar. It's ensuring that the titanium dioxide is blended throughout all of the oils, and it's ensuring that the clay is in the oils and kind of not melts it down, not totally melted, but there will always be a little sediment at the bottom. It will get completely blended once your lye water goes in. Okay. So about a minute, which is what you've done.
Right. I kind of want to move it around.
Yeah, you're doing great. It will naturally blend, which is the cool part. That's why these are so awesome.
I have one of these, but I don't use it.
Oh, well, you can use it for soap.
My husband's probably used it for potatoes, but I'll have to relegate it.
Yes.
No potatoes.
No more potatoes.
All right.
You're good. Go ahead and tap to the side so you can get off all your ingredients, and you can always use your spatula to get off the rest. So
you want it on here?
As much as you can get off of it, you can.
All right. Lefty. But...
Yeah. Switch hands. Whatever's good. It looks like it's got mostly off. It's just to make sure we got enough of it off that we did not lose the integrity of how many ingredients we have.
Okay.
And because I know about working with folks, I always add a little bit extra. Okay. So you're so good. So you put that off to the side here. Right. Now we're going to go back outside and check on our lye.
This is still standing.
Yep. We should be good. So so you see how there's not very much lye in there at all? We can take it inside. We can take it inside.
The little small granulars on the bottom.
That's okay. We're going to mix those in. Okay. And then we're going to check the temperature of it. So you're good.
Oh, okay.
Move this off to the side. And now you're going to continue to mix the granulars on the bottom.
Okay, there's some here.
Go slow, just because now it is officially lye water and you don't want it splashing.
Okay. You should be careful.
You're doing good.
I don't know if it's...
It may stick to the bottom. It probably dropped temperature really, really fast because it is windy outside. Temperature inside and outside actually really does matter. Okay. And it's okay. Windy, so it will...
I think that's kind of like part of the...
Most of it is in there, so that's the good part. What the temperature of the lye water is. Press and then press and hold. So it's at 90 degrees. That was fast.
This has to be 90 to 100?
Within 10 degrees of each other. So now,
do we need to measure that one again?
Out of the way. Yes, so you can go ahead and do both of them at the same time.
Again. Oh, okay, let's see.
So that's 97. Okay.
And this was 90. Okay.
So now we're going to take our box. The cool part is our box becomes, and I'm going to move all this out of the way because we don't need this anymore except for these. Give a few of these to put down. And the rest of these ingredients we already used, so we're good. The only thing we need to use is a little bit of sodium lactate, and we're gonna use about a teaspoon of that and put it in our lye water. So
this is a teaspoon. So do I measure here?
Over here. Yep, you're good. It doesn't have to be perfect, but 1 teaspoon is great. Perfect.
Teaspoon.
Here you are. And then you're gonna take your spoon and you're gonna slowly mix that in. Now, here's the thing about anything you add to. So it's at 90 still, which is great, but you see that the temperature is fluctuating because it's actually a little bit less, but when you add new ingredients, sometimes the temperature can rise, especially if you're adding any type of milk. A lot of people like to make goat milk soap. When you have goat milk soap or you're adding anything after the fact, that 90 can go up to 110 like that. So you're gonna be mindful of temperature. Temperature becomes very, 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 very important. Well, this is the easiest way to make soap because you can use your knife to cut it. We just use a little paper in order to...
It's not gonna leak out?
Not at all. That's what the wax paper's for.
That's crazy.
And a lot of professionals will do this with their own molds. They will use, a mold and they don't have silicone on the inside of it. So then they will use wax paper and you can pour it into that. So we just line it and put it in there. And you want to make sure that when you pour, you're pouring right into here. Right in the center.
Okay, so is this going in here?
Eventually.
Not yet.
You always want to put the lye water into the oils and not the other way around. You want an explosion? Do it the other way around. Would you like to try?
See, that's the part.
No. Always put the lye water into the oils, not the other way around. Lye water goes into the oils. What do you put in what?
Lye water into the oils.
You'll never forget. I did it one time in reverse. I was like, whoa! Same thing with your lye into the water. Do not have lye in a bowl and put water in it. That will create an explosion. We don't want explosion.
Okay, what kind of explosion are we talking about?
And it's just like, whoa! I have video.
I'm not creating bombs in here.
After this, I'll show you my video the first time I did it.
I just want to know. So I don't forget.
But then it means you end up having to remeasure and you have to start all over again. We don't want to have to
That's not the worst thing. Okay.
That's the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing.
So I just want you to know we're going to end up doing 2 different things today. So I'm telling you what we're going to do before we do it. So you feel very confident because you're doing this.
Yes.
I am not touching this.
You're going to stand in the corner.
I'm going to be like, oh dear. I'm have my glasses on, right? So you have this, which you can use all of it. You're going to use all of it.
What is the color?
This is a purple.
It's just
purple
color. Okay.
But you have white here. So you can do a mixture of 2 colors, or you can make it all purple. What would you like to do? You want to be fancy?
I want to be fancy.
Okay, we're going to be fancy. So once this goes into this and we blend it and we know it's a little bit pudding-like, we're going to pour half of it into here. Okay. And we're going to pour the rest of this into the rest of it. And then we're going to pour the other half in here, and you're going to use this to make your designs with.
Okay. Like swirling.
Exactly. We're going to do the swirl. Girl, we're going to be down with the swirl.
Let's do the swirl.
Okay? Down with the swirl. And you notice we haven't put any scent in it yet. Okay. You're going to put the scent in after it becomes pudding-like in these bowls. Because right now, liquid. Okay. Right, liquid. Mm-hmm. Once it starts becoming a little bit like pudding, that's how ponification process has begun. Mm-hmm. Now we're racing against time. Mm-hmm. So we're going to put the essential oils in right after that. But knowing that any type of fragrance, anything you put in after you've made soap, essentially these 2 marry, and they're down with the swirl too. This is clear, this is white, but it's swirl. It'll speed up the soaping making process because it heats up essentially the oils and the waters. So once we put that in, which is perfectly measured at 1 ounce, you're going to make sure that you blend a little bit faster, more stick blends all the way around. And then know that you have to pour like immediately after that. Okay. The entire process of what I'm explaining in like 10 minutes will happen in 5. Oh, you have to. Quick. So the fun part was we're like, let's go inside. Oh, let's do this. But that's sweet. Oh, let's go in the microwave. And now it's crunch time. All right, we are a nurse and we've got to work. There's gunshot wounds. We got 8 of them.
Too much pressure. This is why I don't work in an ER.
No pressure. No pressure. I'm serious, but I'm not. Right? In the sense that 5 minutes is a good threshold, but it can take you 20. Yeah. And that's okay. That's what, and the way that you work a little bit longer is don't add fragrance. Fragrance will always speed up the process. But because it's an essential oil and it's on a fragrance oil, you probably have 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just wanting you to create the urgency.
You're just trying to put pressure.
I want you to realize that I want it to be perfect for you.
All right.
So you're going into it. I want to give you a massage.
Perfection.
Come on, you got this, girl. You got. I swear. And then if you're really feeling froggy at the end, which is no pressure, you're going to use this before you put this on, because this just kind of solidifies the top, and you have a little bit of lavender. And you can put it all over. You can put it on the corner. You can do whatever you want.
Sprinkles on top.
So don't worry about this.
Okay.
I'll tell you when we're ready for this. I'll put it in that order.
Okay.
In that order. Okay.
Okay.
So what's the first step?
This goes in here.
Yes, ma'am. But you're going to put your stick blender in the oil, and you're going to start blending a little bit, because we want to re-blend it so that it's the sediments that are at the bottom start swirling again, because then you're going to start adding your lye water very slowly, and you're going to add that to that. So go ahead and put that in.
So
Remember, we do a tap on the side to make sure there's no air bubbles. Perfect. And then go back in there and just start pulsing around.
Just pulse, not hold it.
You can hold it, because it's still just the oils. But I want you to get used to pulsing, because once the lye gets in there, you're going to need to pulse.
We're going to pulse. We're going to do this.
Practice, exactly. That's exactly how you do it.
Okay.
As you pulse, do figure eights, so that way you know you're getting everything from every corner. So do a couple figure eights, then a couple of reverse swirls. Figure eights, then another swirl. Very good. Now I feel like you're ready.
Yeah.
I feel like you're ready.
Okay, so this is going in a little at a time as I'm pulsing it.
No, you're gonna stop pulsing.
Oh,
No, keep that in there.
Keep it in.
But you're gonna pour it, and you're gonna move it around without
just
pulsing.
move it.
Yeah.
It's a little at a time.
Nope, all the way.
All of it.
Yep.
And move it as I. Okay.
Yep.
Move it around.
Yep.
No explosions.
No explosions. You did it perfectly. And just for your comfort, I'm gonna go ahead and get the temperature on that so you can see. It's at 91. So we're at the perfect temperature to make that happen. Perfect.
Okay.
Now you can pulse from time to time. 1 to 3 pulses every 3 to 5 seconds. But keep moving. The figure 8. Hold on to this. There you go.
That would be good.
Yeah. No. 3 pulses. So 1, 2, 3. Just move, move, move. 1, 2, 3. Move, move.
1, 2, 3. You can tell I'm in my head right now.
No, get out of your head. Get right here. We're in the game. We're in the game. So go ahead and move it around a little bit more.
It's like not as wide as you think it is.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Okay. So
and you see how it's still a little bit liquidy, so it's still, you got plenty of time. The way you're doing it, you got plenty of time. Okay, so you're doing good. So mix it around without pulsing real quick. Just mix it around. Good, good, good. And lift up your so you see how it's changing, the texture is just slightly, it's getting a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
It's not pudding.
Still.
So go ahead and pulse some more and keep moving around.
And then what's the deal with the bubbles? Is that okay?
That's just how the soap is made. So remember, we're going to do after is we're eventually going to be doing that, and it's going to help with that, but we don't need it right now. You're doing really, really good. Keep moving. Pulse a little bit more. Good. And move it around a little bit more. Okay, lift it up. Let's take a look at it. It's getting a little bit thicker. So I think all of it.
Okay.
Yep, 1 full ounce.
Okay.
Yep. So now we're not going to necessarily pulse nearly as much, because now we have something that's going to speed up the process. Okay. So just go ahead and keep figure eighting, keep swirling around, left and right, right and left. Do a couple pulses right before you're about to pour half of that into here. 3 to 5 pulses. Now lift it up. Do you see how it's getting a little bit thicker? Go ahead and blend it a little bit more. Now move it around without blending it. Move it around, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. Good. So now we're in the pudding stage. So now you're going to tap it on the side and put that off to the side real quick. There you go. Stand straight up right onto that napkin. And you're going to pour half of that into here, right in the center.
Oh yeah, I can see what you're talking about. So
okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Stop right there. Go ahead and we're going to add your color. So we're going to add it to right here.
So we're doing all of this, right?
Yeah. It's still jiggly. It's like hair.
We're trying to see the consistency.
Right. You see how it changed as soon as we added that scent to it.
Yeah, it looks like pudding for sure.
Now we're gonna pulse. You're not even pulse. You're gonna blend. But you're gonna blend all the way from the bottom to get it all the way in there. All the way around. All the way around.
Look how pretty it is. Mm-hmm. It's like iridescent.
Mm-hmm. Kind of chop it down from top bottom. There you go. Because you want to get that stuff on the top down to the bottom. Very good. Keep doing that all on the sides. And I'm going to assist you real quick just because I want to get what's on the side right here into the bowl so that can also become purple. Very good.
It smells good.
Right?
Yeah. Purple pudding. All right.
Going. You're doing really, really good. This is great. So a little bit on the top. Just lift up slightly. There you go. Slightly and a little bit on the top. There you go. All right, you're good. So we're going to tap, tap, tap real good on the side of the bowl, holding the bowl. Always hold the bowl. Go ahead and put that right here. I'm going to just get off the rest of this because we want to use all our soap. You did such a good job. I don't want you to waste any of your soap. All right, and you're going to go ahead and pour that off to the side, but you're going to use this because it's going to be a little bit easier for you to scrape it out.
We're putting on top.
So scrape it all out of the bowl. There you go. Make sure it goes in the wax. Very good. Perfect. So it's like making a souffle you can't eat. It's a batter of cookies that you can't eat, but it's okay. It's good
delicious.
Stuff. All right. So then we're going to take this, and we want to make sure it's all in here. We're going to just smash, smash, smash to make sure that it's flat. With the swirl.
So this is okay?
Yes, it is. So I'm going to have you go with this end so we don't tear it.
All right.
But you're going to swirl it from whatever swirls you want. Yeah.
So this is going to create a swirl. You just can't see it.
You just can't see it, yes.
Okay. It's windy.
So I would go little circles in little areas. Yeah, there you go. And then it will get more of a swirl. If you're hitting the bottom, then you hit more of the white. So hit the bottom if you can. Personality too. So we're going to go ahead and spray the top with a little bit of it. Make sure you got about 5 or 6 is good. It won't hurt it because what's going to happen is you're going to turn your oven on and you're going to dehydrate at about 125 degrees.
Dehydrate?
You're going to dehydrate. So that's going to help to cook the soap a little bit more. We'll get to that. But do you want to add your embellishment?
Yes, I do. Like spray on top?
Yeah. How you want?
I mean, I want all of this.
And just know that when it cures, you're going to take this whole thing out. And you're going to cut it into the bars that you want, however big or small you want to cut them.
So sprinkle. Let's see how much we need.
If you have a Pyrex dish, we can transfer this into a Pyrex dish.
Yeah, I do.
And then that way we can put it in the oven for like 3 hours.
Okay, I do. So we're ready for that?
You are ready for that. So high temperatures. Okay. So remove this over. That's perfect. Put this down off to the side. You really did so good. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so oven.
Okay.
This is great.
So we have to wait for this.
Nope, you can just put it in.
Oh, just put it in.
Yeah, because it's going to dehydrate for several hours.
Okay. On here's okay.
Yeah.
Should I go lower?
No, it's great.
Good. All right. Let's light on too. Okay. This was amazing. First of all, I needed help I needed touch and hands-on, and so I like the in-person class. I feel a little more confident. Whereas before, I don't know why I was so intimidated by using lye. I think I just went down a rabbit hole on YouTube and it freaked me out. But I think, I feel pretty confident that I can definitely replicate this. And then maybe once I have it down, kind of experiment a little bit more. But I thought, well, of course, with your help, it was definitely a lot easier than I anticipated. So I think I'll be making more for sure. So we'll see how it goes. I'll experiment. Yeah, and I'll have to keep you posted. Yay!